just gotta get fired up. I'm Joel, that's Lindsay, this is WTF Construction, and today we're putting a big hole in the floor. I don't want this here. It's gonna be not here no more. Got a real good show for y'all. Yeah. Today, we are getting crazy.
Perfect.
We have this room. It was strange when we bought the house. It had a closet. If you remember from prior episodes, we ripped that out, but we were still stuck with this weird bump. And it is something that has to be here, because if it wasn't, then the stairs would be probably 4 feet high. But I think we can do it better. And I came up with an idea. And it starts with getting rid of this. So, my idea is to have a secret trapdoor on the floor. But the trapdoor obviously won't be flush with the floor, it will be a cap. So we're gonna rip this out, we're gonna build kind of like a hatch cover, and it'll look pretty neat from underneath. It'll look like reclaimed pallet wood. And from the top, I have a couple ideas on how I want to disguise it. But if it all works out as I am imagining it, this bump out will be a hatch and it will be disguised. So in this room, you will have so many exits. You'll have the normal door, you'll have a door to the roof, and if that's not enough, you'll be able to escape into the stairs. Perfect. I really wanted to add a secret door in the closet so you could get from this closet to the next door bedroom's closet, but
That's okay.
I got a little too tired to do it. So, but I can at least do this. So, step 1.
Jack up your car.
Yeah. Step 1, rip your bump out.
Let's do it.
Here's Johnny! Is there any good opportunities we have to bust through the ceiling? I mean, the Kool-Aid guy's pretty played out.
It opens up. Hello. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Secret.
Secret. Now what?
do think I'm gonna have to remove the drywall down more because I need to get these out of the way, and then I'm gonna trim this out. The main advantage of having this trap door is these stairways are pretty terrible. You have to do a 180 through like a doorway. So getting big pieces of drywall for furniture has been pretty tricky without like literally destroying the walls or the furniture. So my thoughts were, if you come and have this open trap door, you can just go straight up through into this room and then get into the rest of the upstairs. So I think it'll be pretty cool when it's done. I'm trying to be, you know, not as destructive as it looks like I am. I don't really have any wood right now to trim this out, but I want to keep the cats from literally going into the floors because they're dicks and they will do that. So if I could just demo this thing down to the point where it's ready to go, you know, to where it's ready to keep being worked on, but it's all demoed and prepped. So let's finish knocking this thing out. That kind of cavity is exactly the ones that my cats would go inside of and then maybe come out someday. Okay, got the rough demo done. I think we're just gonna clean up and we'll measure, grab some wood to trim this out, and we'll do a little bit more demo, and we're gonna end up taking that drywall down to about where this one came out, and then I'll probably cap it with some nice trim, and then I can actually finish covering the wall now with that out of the way. And I want to make it look like this hole in the floor is supposed to be there, all trimmed out nice and everything. And then I'm gonna build that cover for it. So, see you after we clean up. Alright, we're back on it. I need to finish cutting all these 2x4s out of the way, and then I'm gonna probably just put in some reinforcements, repair the floor a little bit, and trim out this hole. So hopefully when I'm done with this, it'll look like there's a hole supposed to be in the floor. And then we're on to the next step of covering the hole. I bought this tool specifically for this job. This is one of those like undercutter, like vibrator cutter tools. I doled it out pretty bad, so I thought that was kind of lame. Must have hit some nails or metal or something in the plaster. And I could tell though, with a good blade, this thing works really well. So I went ahead and notched around all these 2x4s flush with the floor. And that way I could just leave them in place and use them as structure for some trim behind it. And I'll slap some flooring over this and it'll be perfect. So I don't know if this will do the job. Might have to bring the Sawzall in for a backup, but let's see if these things just crack loose. There we go.
Nice.
I don't think I can do that. Woo! Alright, time to trim this puppy out. It's actually like an insanely awesome 55-degree day outside, so I can run to the garage. I have some wall boards, trim them out, and cap that wall while I'm at it.
Nice. Now the flooring is prepped, I can start cutting some trim out. We're pretty much just gonna cap the inside edge, and then I have another piece of trim I can use on the outside. If I need it, I can use quarter round if that works. But I don't really know. Let's start by capping that inside and we'll see what it looks like. Because now I could pretty much floor all the way up to the edge and just use some trim. Look at that. That's great.
Yes, it does.
Well, it turned out really nice. This is exactly what I was looking for. Now this trap door is trimmed out so you can't see through the floors. This, I'm thinking, a little stain on here would look really cool, especially with what I have in mind to cover this. Probably just use a little caulk, with a little repairs to do on the walls. But
There is a matter that requires your attention.
it came out so good that I don't really even need any trim on top like I was thinking I would. Instead, when I put the flooring on, I'll probably come up as close to the edge of this as I can, and then I'll probably use some kind of cap, like a corner cap, and do that around the perimeter. Especially if I could do it out of metal. That would make this corner really strong, considering my whole idea behind this is to bring furniture up without having to do this little tight turn. So I think that makes the most sense, and it'll also look cool when it's done. But I think I'm gonna call it a day for now. And we'll come back at this tomorrow and slap some covers on these walls. And this room's really gonna start to come together, because after that, I'm gonna lay that flooring down. It's gonna take me like 1 hour. Trim out the room, and it'll look like a complete room with a hole in the floor. We're back in the bird room. We've been chipping away at this room. This was one of the hardest rooms in the house to tackle, and I'm glad that this was one of the first rooms we decided to tackle. So this was the weird one that had the built-in closet on the bump out. We've done a ton of work in here. Obviously we tore out the closet first thing. Then we came over here and built a new closet, and this is a tandem. It added 2 closets to the 2 bedrooms that were missing them. So that was awesome. Kind of a big job, but didn't take more than a week and a half tinkering. And then the bump out. This is something, there's some old wood in there. This thing's been there a long time. But what I did is I just knocked the whole thing down. There were some 2x4s that come through the floor. I brought those just level with the surface and trimmed it out. I've got some wall boards already cut to cover the wall. And now it's just time to throw some flooring down. I've been saying, paint, flooring. That's it. That's all these rooms need. Just a little TLC, but this one needed more than that. So I'm really excited to finally be getting to the flooring. It shouldn't take me more than an hour, maybe 2, to cut around the little bump out and cut around the floor vent and all that stuff, but it's gonna be pretty good. I love doing the flooring. It is a huge change in the room. Like the room goes from being not done to like 99% done. It's awesome. So it's a real like fire me up type of job. And to see the like cool dark flooring with all the nice bright fresh paint is like really, what's the word? Satisfying?
Yeah.
Very satisfying.
Yeah.
Don't know why I'm standing like this.
Namaste.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Raise your hand if you're ready for flooring.
Other than that, we have the wall boards. I had Lindsay go ahead and prime them, and we're going to paint them, and then we're just going to tack them all right up. And then they'll still need a little bit of trim work, but that's pretty easy, just tinkering. And then we get to build a new bump out, but it's not going to be a permanent fixture. And you'll see what I mean by that after I'm done with the flooring. So you just have to subscribe and catch that next video, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I've been dabbling for a whole morning, so
Let's do it!
let's get to work. See if it fits. Got a little bit of a gap here, but we're gonna be putting some thresholds in, so it should cover that, no problem.
Yay!
Man, when you get flooring done, it like transforms the room. So like the before and after is gonna be crazy. But feels good. Good morning. So it's the next day. I went ahead and just did some cleaning this morning. I pulled the doors off the door frames, took all the hardware off, and Lindsay's downstairs cleaning them right now. And I'm just going to do some trim on the two door openings, and then the new wall needs some baseboard, and then the whole room needs poured round. So I'm gonna hop on that and try to get that done before lunchtime. What are you doing?
I'm wiping down the doors so I can paint them. These doors are disgusting. So,
But they're in pretty good shape.
yeah, they're in good shape. They're just dirty. They got a lot of sawdust on them. I'm just trying to get everything. There's still sticker residue on there that I'm trying to scrub off.
From the smoked Gouda stickers?
Yeah. Yes. And, yeah, that's about it. For now.
Okay. I've made really good progress in here so far today. I pretty much trimmed everything I can. I'm still waiting for the wall boards that we're gonna use to cover the walls to dry. And I can't put the baseboards and the quarter round on that wall until I have the wall actually done. So I'm gonna switch my brain power to putting the closet door on. It's easy, it's kind of like a puzzle. The instructions suck, frankly. I think they're really dumb. I really get hung up on, there's just a pile of screws. A lot of them are different. They don't tell you which ones to use where. They're just like,
Figured out.
but I did the other one, so I already made a lot of mistakes and figured it out. So this one should be easy.
You need help picking it up?
Not yet.
Okay.
Like this. I think it looks great.
I know, I saw that,
It's just a
and I got distracted because I was like, did my wall or my door get picked up?
Alright, and where did I put the doorknob in the middle, right? Because I put it here originally, and I thought it was stupid, so it made more sense to be there.
Let me look.
Alright, this little doorknob, I followed the vague directions before, and it doesn't even tell you where to put it. It just shows a little picture, and on the picture it's like here. But I did that and I thought it was stupid. Like, it opened okay, but when you had to pull it closed, it would, like, when you pull it from the outside, it just kind of binds it. So it makes more sense for it to be in the middle, which, like, in a different picture it shows it in the middle, but, like, see what I mean? So in the middle.
Yep. I think I see it. Yeah, I see it coming. I think you need more. No?
Okay. Closet done. Actually, it's not. I still have to do the
baseboard and
Oh.
quarter round in there.
Yeah.
But I ran out of baseboard. And I also ran out of door trim. I ran out of everything.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go on an errand right now. So I'll have to do that.
In the morning. Yeah.
Alright, we made tons of progress up here. I'm gonna do that again without saying alright. We've made tons of progress up here, and we pre-painted some wall boards. I cut them, trimmed them out once they had slapped some paint on them. So these, I put the little spacers on them, thinking like, oh, it'll bring it out, but the wall board's so thin that it actually brings them out too far. So I'm gonna swap them to these flat ones. And then I should be able to put the wall boards up, and then I got little nice covers and all these junction boxes or whatever these are. They will be accessible, but look nice. It's an old house. What do you want? There's gonna be freaking junction boxes all over this thing. There's obviously some gaps, but that's going to get covered with trim. And it's not the same type of wall board, I just used what I had. And this is going to get covered up by some ideas that I have for later. So you won't even really see this. Try to coordinate these the best I can. Can you hammer the nails in? Hey look, there's not a big hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Now it's just a bunch of little holes.
It's coming together.
It is coming together. I do need to find some strips like that, and that way I can go over all of that now and just tack nail it in. And it'll look kind of goofy, but because it was a wall repair, it's always going to look a little goofy and I can sweat it. And then, like I said, this whole thing's going to get hidden by a piece of furniture. And it'll probably be even a built-in piece of furniture. And you'll understand what I mean once I do it. But now I just got some nice little covers, so one little trim to do. And I still got to trim out this hole. Not trim it out, but I'm going to put some kind of like a cap on here. And I don't have it right now because I'm still trying to find the right material that looks cool, but is also functional, because this is a way to get big bulky furniture up and down stairs. I wanted it to be metal, but I don't want it to be like something that rusts or gets scraped and then, you know, it looks bad. So still looking for that right piece of trim for that. And then I can stain it, cap it, and then this room is, man, it's really almost done. I'm super pumped about it. Alright, so I got these blanks just to cover these junction boxes, but you can also take the covers off and have access to this wiring, which is what the guy before me didn't do. So even though you gotta live with a cover is better than a super sketchy junction box in the wall that you don't even know is there.
It's a fire hazard.
I stand by that. I I am just worried about this not covering the hole that I cut out. And I'll be super bummed if it doesn't. Please say I cut the hole right. How's it look on that side?
It's covered.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bless you. All right.
Nice.
2 to go. All right, not bad. Not great, but not bad. It's a sweet spot. One of the finishing touches of every room so far has been hanging some curtains and having some privacy because they're now usable living space. So, got some budget curtain rods, nothing fancy, and some curtains. So we are definitely not interior decorators by any sense of the word, so we've just kind of been picking out whatever curtain colors we like best. And for this room we decided on these kind of navy, they got a cool name, they're Blue Moonlight. Kind of nice. I guess really anything goes with gray walls, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, they're gonna look awesome. I feel like we should be talking more when we're doing stuff like this,
Okay.
but I don't know what to talk about
I don't know either.
because the only thing we listen to is like political podcasts and stuff. And I'm not gonna say where we stand, because I bet you can guess. Needless to say, it would be pretty ranty if we did talk politics. I think I like this color that I picked more than the color that you picked.
I picked that color.
I picked this color.
No!
You take credit for all my ideas?
I picked it out.
You pick shit. Mo-chan!
Looks good. Very nice.
I think that looks good.
Looks like a room.
Two more windows to go.
Yay. Look at that. Nice.
Looks great.
It does.
Curtains really do sprinkle the finishing touch on it.
Oh, yeah.
On the room.
Definitely made this room. Looks complete.
Well, we've been hunting for furniture for some of these rooms, and it's been a little trickier than I thought to find furniture that I liked for the right price.
Yeah.
So, I'd love to do a video where we furnish each room after it's done. We'll just have to see. This was a weird room though. Because this room's next to my office, and because every room I want to be a functional guest room, except for my office, it doesn't make any sense for it to be. But every other room, I want a bed hidden in it in some way, whether it's like a Murphy bed or a couch bed or something. So I want it to be a guest room. But I also want it to be a functional space for us.
Mm-hmm.
And being that we have a t-shirt business and a sticker business, I figured this room will double as like a t-shirt production room. So I have some of my equipment in here already.
Yep.
But so because of that specific purpose, this room will be kind of goofy with furniture, because it'll be a functional, production space. So it needs like table surfaces and the t-shirt press and things like that. Lindsay is a trained esthetician, so she has this cool skincare equipment, and I always thought it'd be cool to have a spa. But to have a dedicated spa room ties up a whole room, so we have an idea for the room next to this to make that like, again, a guest bedroom spa room, where maybe her equipment can be tucked into the closet and then easily brought out, or it can be set up as a spa but easily converted into a guest room in a couple minutes. So that'll make it kind of interesting to see what kind of furniture we find that will suit those different needs and purposes. But we're almost done with this room. The next thing I need to do, besides just the last bit of trim, is start to build a functional cap for that hole, and that's going to double as a bed and double as a table, which I still haven't quite figured it out in my head. But that's one of those things, you can theorize all you want, but if you start building it, it kind of just makes itself. The ideas really flush themselves out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wing it.
But before then, I think I'm gonna jump over to our stairway. And I bought some new light fixtures way back. I installed them. I don't really like them. So
Yeah, they're not.
I'm gonna go back and I bought some different ones that I think I'm gonna like more. And you know, they're not very cheap. You know, we're on a budget, so.
And put the ones that we installed downstairs, maybe.
Yeah, the
That'd
ones
be better.
that we installed, I'll either use them in the basement or the garage. Like, they're cool lights.
Yeah.
They're actually deck lights, so they're waterproof. So they could actually go on the exterior of the house by the deck outside, and that might be a good use for them. But I bought some better ones for the stairs. And even then, when we find cooler ones than those, lights are so easy.
Yeah. They're
Just
not permanent.
a couple screws, you know, one, flip the breaker off, swap the light fixture, breaker back on, you have a new light fixture. It's really cool. I have a new appreciation for lighting after already working on this house this much. Adding lights and adding switches and cleaning old light fixtures and buying new light fixtures, a total new appreciation for how much lighting changes a house. So we're gonna tinker on that probably either today or tomorrow.
Yeah. Because with the storm,
Well,
you don't know how much. Yeah, we're gonna.
Coming.
Can't really do much outside in the garage.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks for watching. But yeah, we're gonna put a couple more finishing touches on this room, and then we'll do a final like before and after type video where you're gonna see everything all at once. This room completely trimmed out,
Yeah.
all furnished versus how we got it when we moved
Oh
in.
my gosh.
Which I hope we have good footage of because it was insane.
Oh, it's insane just thinking about when we moved in and how these rooms looked.
Yeah, there's an Instagram we've been following. I think it's called Wheeler Mansion.
Yeah.
And they're doing the same thing. They bought an even crazier house, like a legit mansion.
It's awesome.
It's insane. It's what I want to do in our next house. But they're like documenting it, not on YouTube, but on Instagram, doing shorter videos and just kind of like, you know, as they're doing the work, but then real thorough before and after videos and pictures and shots. And, you know, they were kind of saying, and it really hit home for me, like, that as you're doing it, you don't really understand how much you've changed a room because you're seeing it in real time. You kind of forget what it used to look like. But when you have the footage and the video, the pictures, like of what it looked like before and then after, it really like nails it how hard you worked. So
Yeah.
even I, like when I edit those videos, I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
But we're only 3 rooms down.
Yeah.
And we got how many to go?
Oh my gosh.
So, but they're coming out real good, I think.
Yeah.
This feels totally different from how it felt when we moved in.
Yeah.
But subscribe if you like seeing this kind of stuff. It's still the dead of winter, so I haven't worked on any cars yet, really. But I'm really gearing up to start working on the garage in the next, probably the next month as it warms up. We're getting some kind of freak warm weeks, so I can get in there. It's not really a functional garage. It has no outlets or anything, no lights.
Yeah.
So
What's with this place and no lights?
this house had no lights. But the first thing I gotta do is get all our junk out of it, and then I'm gonna completely wire it up to have exterior lights, interior lights, and outlets galore.
Yeah.
So that way it's a functional workspace. And then I have to build some tabletops. I'm gonna be picking up a cool like drafting desk that my father-in-law is giving me. And I still have a Corvette and an old Goldwing to shove in there and start working on. And I'm itching so bad. This is like the peak of my motorcycle, like total motorcycle withdrawals. And I don't have anything right now to ride. So I start getting really stir crazy in February. So I can't wait for May. See you in the next one.
Say hi. Hi. Yep. Yeah. You want to come up? You want to come up? Oh. Yeah. You can come up when we're done. Mm-hmm.